Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here. Today I'm talking about a new storage solution that I picked up for a couple of uses. And I'm going to dive really deep into the uses and kind of how I plan to use this thing. But what I'm talking about is this LUNO 600D mesh bag. This thing is awesome. I mean, as you can see, it's humongous. So it's going to hold a ton of gear. You can get wet stuff in it and it will dry out. I love the mesh design just because it makes it lighter. It's super, super light. I mean, it weighs almost nothing when it's empty, but just the number of uses that you could use this thing for. So again, I'm going to kind of walk you through the dimensions of it. I'm going to walk you through the features of it. I'm going to talk a little bit about my ideas for how I'm going to use this thing in hopes that it might help you out if you're looking for something to solve a problem for yourself with carrying gear. So again, if you want to learn more about this bag, stay tuned. All right, guys, so as I mentioned, today I'm talking about the LUNO mesh bag. Let me start by kind of talking about dimensions here. So this thing is 30 inches long, and then it's about 15 inches across and 15 inches tall. So it's basically like a circle. So it's a pretty good sized bag. The material is super, super high quality. So like these zippers are super hefty and sturdy. You can see just how kind of thick those are. And what I really like about this bag is how big the opening is, right? Like, I mean, I could pack a ton of stuff in here. So again, you could use this. One idea for how you could use this is recovery gear. If you're an off-roader, overlander, and you go and you get stuck in a big mud puddle, you're gonna get some really nasty, yucky gear out of that mud puddle. You're not gonna wanna put it in your vehicle. In my case, I have a truck, so I just plan to throw this in the back if I use it like that, throw all my recovery gear in it, let it wash off in the rain, or let it, dry off through the mesh. But that way it is really easy to get your gear dried off. The other thing that I'm actually probably more likely to do, because I've already kind of got a bag that I use for my recovery stuff, is I will probably use this for all my big like bedding type stuff. So again, because of the size of this bag, because of how big this thing is, what I'm picturing is I have a 4-inch part inflatable, part memory foam Airlax mattress that I take when I go like tent camping, ground camping, and I even use it sometimes in my rooftop tent when I have that on the truck. That thing, when it rolls down, is about this long, maybe even a little bit shorter than this, but it's big. I mean, it's maybe about like 8-10 inches across. So I'm going to put that thing down in the bottom of here. I'm going to put my pillow down in here because a lot of that bedding won't fit in my rooftop tent because it's a rigid hard shell wedge style. So if you have sort of restrictions on your bedding and things like that, and you just need like a good big bag that is not very heavy, that will hold a ton of stuff and is really, well built and heavy duty, then this is a great bag for that. Plus, what I like about the mesh is, even though I'm not trying to use it to dry anything out in that case, I can see through it. So I can very quickly, without even opening the bag, I can know what I've got in here. Do I have my mattress in here? Did I pack my pillow? Do I have my blanket? What else do I have? What all do I have? I can see it without even opening the bag. So that's kind of what I'm envisioning using this bag for. All my bedding stuff going in one place, getting thrown in like on the floorboards in the back of my truck when I go on a trip, and boom, I just know I got it. Then when I get home, I wash everything, I put them back in here, and I'm ready to go. Whenever I get ready for that next trip, I just grab this bag and I know I've got my mattress, my sleeping bag, my pillow, etc. Right? So that's kind of my thought for this bag. I'm sure there are a ton of uses. I would love to hear from you guys. If you post up in the comments, let me know your ideas for how you would use this bag, or if you have questions about it, I'm happy to answer those as well. But again, I love this thing. I just think it's really nice, and I really love just the high quality of everything. I mean, this is almost like seatbelt material, so it's super sturdy and rigid, and it goes all the way around the bag. So you've got a ton of strength. Even if you put heavy stuff in here, this thing can handle it. So again, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that gave you some info on a product that maybe you hadn't heard of before. If it was, click that like button. If you have comments or questions, post up in the comments down below. In the description will be a link to this bag. So if you're looking for this thing or something like it and you want to check it out, click through that link, go check it out. Also in the description below are links to Facebook, Instagram. I've got a podcast that I do every week about overlanding stuff. There are links to the Patreon page where we have a Discord and we all chat in that. And then there's also a Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. So if you want to join a group that is composed mostly of newbies and then some really nice experienced people that don't mind helping newbies, that is the group for you. Come in, hang out with us. We'd love to have you. But again, thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button. Click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple videos every single week on YouTube, usually like a gear review or a modification type, do-it-yourself, budget-minded thing. And then I do a podcast slash, vlog type episode every single week. So if you're looking for newbie type Overlander stuff, I'd love to have you. But again, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Thank you.